Have you dabbled in the CBD stuff at all?
I do. I actually there's a CBD drink that I just started.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so that was because I do the lotion every night for my neck, of course. I mean, after having all of my discs fused and disc replacements, I go through pain because I wrestle. I mean, I'm doing jiu-jitsu. Guys are pulling on my neck, snapping me down, front headlock, getting chokes on me, and I got to fight them off. I'm hitting double legs, hitting single legs, taking punches, taking jabs, right hands, uppercuts. I mean, head kicks. I mean,
too much going on in there.
Right.
Too much going on.
You know, Mike, it's like you get a boxing, and boxing's checkers, and then you got MMA of being chess. And you got two games, you got to figure out who could win the game the right way. And in chess, that's our game. And it's so hard because there's so many ways to win the game. But in boxing, it's forward, back, side to side. With you made a little difference where it was forward, back, side to side, up, down. I mean, you changed angles like no other. I mean, I still watch all your mitt work stuff, your bag work stuff.
Thank you.
And there is nobody in the world who's ever hit a bag or hit mitts the way you hit the ferocious punches that you do. I try to mimic when I train in my boxing trainer's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to watch the same thing as Mike doing, man. I'm a little older, but I'm still trying to get it. It's just that mentality, though. It's that mentality going out, either kill or be killed.
Sure.
And that's the way, in competition or in life in general, sometimes it's like, it's a vicious cycle. And I look up to Mike a lot because through my whole career, I've always never wanted to be the person that couldn't do it. I've always wanted to be the one to do it. And,
exactly.
I mean, I remember back in 2001 at the MGM, at Mandalay Bay, Mike came walking in and he came sat in my dressing room and he was sitting down on the floor and watched me hit pads. And I'll never forget this. And he looked up and goes, man, motherfucker, you kick like a fucking mule. I'll never forget this. And
I love it, dude.
I was just like so happy. And my bro,
you were on cloud nine.
I was on cloud nine. I was like, dude, this is Mike Tyson in my fucking dressing room right now. I got to go fanboy out on that point right there.
Hell yeah.
Like, it was the coolest thing. I gave him a T-shirt, and it said Spanky's XXX on it. It said Tito Ortiz on it, and I had a flame beanie. And then his next fight, when he fought Francois Botha, he came walking out with the punishment flame beanie. And I just got to say thank you for that, Mike. That was one of those times in my life where I was like, man, this is pretty damn cool. As a kid, watching you in high school, and then through my career, and just always being that one that wasn't able to make it. I mean, I don't think my life can compare to yours because you've been through many great things, made challenges. But I kind of compare it as we came from nothing and we weren't supposed to make it, and we've made it. And we continue to do it, and we're able to do it by showing through our kids, And they said the best resemblance of a man is through his child's. And my children, I'm happy about it, and I can imagine you are the same thing.
I'm
also.
happy, yes.
It's great. This is just one champ talking to another one. Like I say, I'm still competing. I still love it. I still have the hunger. I still have the grind. And I remember Mike said, not to quote exactly, but he's talking about walking to the cage, and people saying, how do you feel when you walk into the cage? And he's saying, I'm in such fear of losing for my fans, losing for my family. But by the time I walk into the cage, I'm unstoppable. Or I walk into the ring, I'm unstoppable. And every time in my fight, every time I walk out, every single time I get ready for my fight, I have that same mentality. I'll be walking out, I have tears coming down my eyes. Because the fear is leaving my body. So once I do step into the cage, I feel invincible.
Amazing.
And there's no feeling in the world like it. And I think Mike's the only one who could feel a feeling like that, or other fighters can feel a feeling like that, because it's the most loneliest feeling in the world to be a fighter.
Yeah.
Because it's you, only you. You got to get up and train. You got to get up and run. You got to get up and do weight training. You got to get up and spar. You got to get up and wrestle. You got to get up and do all these things. And
then you got to get in the ring
by yourself. And no one else to help you, and you're like, all right, I got to survive it. Yep. And then it's a vicious competition, but at the end of the day, I got to make sure I prepare for it. And I say, that's my little story about Mike.
It's amazing, dude. Thank you for sharing that, man.